I am right now in about $800,000 in profit on my Bitcoin and Ethereum trade. And the best part is that the direction on Bitcoin is almost confirmed because we are just one confirmation away from confirming an insane price target sitting around 123,000 US dollars. So in today's update video, obviously, I want to be talking about this level and how we can confirm this breakout, the clear structure that Bitcoin is right now creating a reversal. I want to be talking about the fact that, of course, still we have this major CME gap trading above us. But more importantly, in 2 days from now on, we're going to get the CPI data, which is, of course, absolutely critical for the market because the last 4 times we got this data, the market took a big dump here. So I'm going to be, of course, exactly explaining how this data is going to fall. I'm going to talk about how we could be anticipating it and what we should be predicting. So guys, this and very much more will be getting discussed on today's update video. So don't forget to once again stumble the like button back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And let me jump straight away in today's update video. So obviously in all my previous videos, I already showed you on how the trend on Bitcoin is currently clearly reversing with, of course, the structure that we're currently creating with a higher low right now in the market. And of course, to confirm the direction change back towards the upside. So now we've been trading in, of course, downtrend from off this level, but of course, to confirm the break back in towards an uptrend, for me, there's only one confirmation I'm looking at, and that is the break above $113,000, where we previously around, like you can see over here, got rejected multiple times from. And basically, if we confirm the break above this level, we already have an insane price target all the way up towards about $120,000. But personally, I think it's going to be running much higher because I also am looking at this very big falling wedge pattern, which is a typical reversal pattern that plays out many, many times before also in the market. And of course, I have traded many of these patterns before. And of course, if we can confirm the break above the previous high right here, it is basically going to confirm the fact that we are going to be running back towards all-time highs for Bitcoin. So I think it's looking very good. And of course, if you've been subscribed to the channel, I've showed you that I was opening up these trades here, of course, on the lows. I showed you many times before. I told you I was flipping bearish on $18,000 and I set my orders all the way on the lower side right here. And I was waiting for them to get filled up here. This was, of course, where we just missed the entry, but I said, okay, I'm going to hold these trades open because we're still going to dump a little bit lower. And of course, that is what exactly happened. And now I can starting to say with more and more confidence that I think I got the bottom officially right now here. Because if we can confirm above this high right here, I think the structure is clear enough and the evidence is clear enough that we are going to be seeing that push towards the upside. And then, of course, I will be updating you along the way also towards the upside, where I will be starting to take more aggressive profits on my current ongoing trades here. And of course, guys, if you just like me also want to be trading on VX, which is by far the cheapest exchange out there, especially if you sign up at account, use that first thing in today's video description, because then you will get a 25% fee rebate. Don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video. And because, yeah, guys, it is already a cheap exchange. It's already a cheap exchange, and especially if you're using these big orders like I'm doing as well, it is better to have an exchange that is, of course, functional, great, safe, but also cheap. And of course, VX is definitely the one to check out for that here. And of course, if you want to be staying even more up to date on all my trades here in real time, don't forget to also join my private Telegram group here, which is in the second link in today's video description. It's very, very valuable here. But basically, Bitcoin is starting to see this move towards the upside. We're once again approaching critical resistance. I don't think it's going to be easy to be breaking above this level. But of course, if we can break above it, it is obviously going to be, of course, very, very bullish. Then what also is important to understand, in 2 days on Thursday, we're going to get yet again the CPI data. And historically, if we're looking back at all these previous times here, whenever we did got the CPI data, guys, we always have seen a major, major correction because the data came in worse than expected. And now this data is going to come, of course, on Thursday. And once again, now the consensus is that it is going to come in, the core inflation, about 3.1%. And if it's just going to come in higher than expected, we're just once again expecting a major dump here. But if it's going to come in lower than expected, we potentially could even see more aggressive rate cuts from the Federal Reserve, which is going to be happening in literally 8 days from now on. So this data is going to be, of course, absolutely critical to be watching. But of course, I will keep you guys also up to date on Twitter and in the Telegram group if this news is going to be hitting and what our immediate thoughts are on the market then. So for Bitcoin, honestly, it's still going to be inevitable, in my opinion, that we're ultimately going to be running all the way up to $116,000 because that is where still the CME cap lays there. And ultimately, every single CME cap gets filled up here. So I am also thinking we're eventually going to be filling up this gap on the top side. So closely looking towards it. Then also, yet again, Bitcoin just has created another liquidity grab on the lower side. And yeah, like I also discussed on yesterday's video, I remain to be bullish on Bitcoin as long as we hold these higher and more exponential highs on the lower side. I mean. But of course, if we start to be breaking below these lows here, so especially below this low here for Bitcoin, then I would start to say, okay, now we're potentially heading towards a more bearish market and a different, few months probably for Bitcoin. And of course, also here on the imminent short term, we're creating this hidden bullish divergence, also looking very bullish. Liquidity heat map not really clearly telling us the direction right now here. But of course, if we're looking at the MACD here, we are seeing that clear bullish crossover. And historically, every single time we have seen these crossovers, Bitcoin for at least the last 3 times then has seen a significant run higher. And of course, we are seeing that run right now as well happening. And of course, and also what I want to be mentioning, guys, if you also want to claim some insane deposit bonuses, there are very, very crazy deposit bonuses up to $30,000 also available for WeX using that first link below, guys. And for the ones that maybe don't have a lot of funds, if you sign up and confirm your email and your phone number, you can get already a free $100 also rewarded towards your account to get started with trading with. But here you can see an overview for even more deposit bonuses you can claim by using WeX in the link description of today's video. So very, very valuable. And of course, right now as well, we are starting to see that Ethereum is, of course, likely going to be moving as well here. With this most recent Bitcoin move, we're starting to see that Ethereum is also slightly moving up again here. We're creating a very similar pattern, the falling wedge pattern. And of course, regarding my trade here, I think Ethereum is going to be running all the way up towards about $6,000. And then I will be making about $2 million profit on my trade here. So this is my target I'm aiming for. And yeah, I think really, if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it shows you clearly what is going to be happening next year. Ethereum has been cooling off here. And this is, of course, ultimately very good here. Some consolidation around the highs. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that next breakout to be happening. But ultimately, I think it's going to be happening fairly soon here. If Bitcoin is going to be going back towards the upside, back to all-time highs, ultimately, Ethereum is going to be following as well here. So yeah, this is the level to be watching, guys. More I don't have for this very important update video. So this was it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap on the like button, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.